Now, this is the fly I'm going to be tying. This is basically a small dabbler, or a cloaked dabbler. It's basically it's just a lighter dressing of the real dabbler, which was got a full wing and throat of bronze mallard. And this is a cloaked one, basically, where the bronze mallards rolled round, rather just like a false hackle. So I'm going to show you how to tie it. Now, it's reasonably simple to tie. The hook, it's a size 12, in this case it's full and mill, it's a competition heavyweight. Now, you can go lighter if you want. It's a good strong hook, and it's used an awful lot in some of the lochs, and it certainly lasts well. Thread I'm going to be using is the uni thread 80 in red. Just going to wax the thread first. Now I'm going to actually put the bronze mallard fibre on first before I go down, and the hackle. I'll show you how to do that. Now I usually go down about halfway and come back up and stop at about a head length or so from the eye. Now I've got, this feather is a bronze mallard feather that I've dyed, in this case magenta. You can see the magenta colour through it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away the fluff at the base here. I'm going to bring out the fibre enough to give the impression of like a cloaked, or it's basically just a fibres rolled round to give the impression of the wing and throat. So I'm just going to bring it out 90 degrees the best I can. Now I want to make sure I've got enough. Now the tips here I'm going to use for the tail, the fibres at the tail. Now this is a small feather, so once I've lined them up, I can take them away. Now best, you can either put it on straight away or you can mix it up. And I usually just roll it within my fingers to mix it up. Now the length is basically, you want it so that when you fold it back or bring it back, it's about the length of a wing coming here. So basically there's where you want to be tying it round about in there. So get my length, and all I do is, and I've waxed the thread, roll, just encourage the thread to encourage the fibre round by just keeping it nice and tight all the way around, 2 or 3 turns. Now at this point I check that it's all the way around, and then very important that you've got enough room at the front to tie off and tie on. I'm going to put jungle cork on, so you've got enough room there. You can check the length, it goes to the back of the hook, it's fine, and we're happy with that. So then what I do is I usually come over with it's basically a straight cut in the top, it's along the shank, which will give you a tapered cut. Now what I'm going to do is tie in the hackle. There's the magenta. It's in the same dye as the bronze mallard. This is just a cock hackle, it's a Chinese cock neck that I had. Fibre length, you want it a little shorter than obviously the bronze mallard. Now the way I'm tying it is just to make things, to save bulk. This is why I'm doing it this way. So I'm looking at the underside of the feather, and we tie it right beside the bronze mallard, and we tie this in the way down, so there's, you're saving space. Now make sure you wax your thread. Because you've tapered it, obviously you should be able to start to taper away. There we are. And then we take our thread to the back of the hook, which is there. So we go back to our bronze mallard feather, and don't be shy with the tail fibres. You want to make sure they're lined out. I mean, the tail length makes as long as you like, I mean round about the hook length. Just tie that on the top, a couple of turns. That's fine. And trim just the full length of the body, which is there. And then put some small oval gold tinsel, just catch that in the full length of the body. Now what I like to do at this point is just to take the thread up, skewer all that in, and then quickly come back down. And then we tie in this case I'm using this dubbing here. You can see this is from F&F, I'll show you, it's called Bleeding Claret. It's got a red nice blend through a nice dark claret. It's a great colour, and so you can use that. It's a seals fur, you can use whatever dubbing you have, just use what you've got. You can change the body colour to suit yourself if you like it, either black or even just claret itself. Get it started a wee bit better than that. I don't mind seeing a wee bit of the red, as long as I'm getting a taper to the red thread. So we can take it all the way up. Just came loose there a wee bit, so I'm just going to go back. Just tighten the dubbing as you wind. Right up to the hackle, which is there. Then get your hackle pliers. Now as I said, don't be shy with the hackle length. You want it reasonably long, but not longer than the wing. So we just wind through. I usually do a turn and a half, maybe two at the top, depending on what I'm looking for. Now when I'm happy with basically you're looking 3 to 4 turns down. Into that 4th turn there, I'm going to catch it with the rib. And then come through, which will secure it in. Stick away your hackle pliers at this point. As you come to the wing here, it looks like a bit busy here. But what I'm going to do is just draw back these fibres. Just keep your rib nice and tight. Look for a way to bring it through that it's not going to collapse or tie in too much of your fibre. Now I've found a space there which is coming up. As I come up in between, just draw it back. Then I usually do a turn right at the head here, and then catch it in. Nice and tight. Don't worry about anything just now, make sure you just catch your ribbon. And trim this away. The wee fibre there, I don't want to trim it away, but I'll just come in with the tips of the scissors, trim that away. I usually just break this off, but I'll cut it away. Tip. Oh, missed it. There we are. Now what I'm going to do now is just draw this back and then tidy this area up. Now you've left enough there to tie in your jungle cock. Now I've got a split eye here. A jungle cock with a split nearly enough down the centre. Just going to use this for the eyes. I'm just basically using the shank to separate it either side. And I'm going to tie a bit onto the black area. 2 or 3 turns now, I'm just to hold. Let's have a look. That looks fine, I'm happy with that. Just going to fold back the waist of the jungle cock, which will basically, the eyes will never they've got to break off, they'll never pull out. Nice head. Now if you can take your time and you can break this away, you do it. But in this case I didn't want to do it, so usually if you can break it off, you'll get a neater cut. So because of that, it's a wee bit untidy, but that's what happens sometimes. So what I like to do is just go back a couple of turns. Trim away with a fine pair of scissors. Some eyes you can easily break away and some just don't want to because just the way they are. But you can take your time here and trim this away. Then we can cover it up. Make sure you get a nice red head. Don't worry about the size of the head. It's nice, you want a nice red head that blends, it's part of the colour of the fly. And the whip finish. And there we go. And that's the wee Cloaked Dabbler or the Magenta version. And then I'm going to go a varnish. If you want a nice bright head, probably 2 coats. You can use the UV resin if you want, it's up to yourself. And there we go. And that's your Magenta Cloaked Winged Dabbler, size 12. So anyway, simple wee fly, great wee pattern to tie. Try them different colours, meaning like in the same theme, and you'll not go far wrong. Olive's really good, natural obviously, sunburst is another good colour. So anyway, there you are. So hope you enjoyed that. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do, it does help, and thank you for watching.